Thank you so much for joining us today for this important and timely discussion regarding Morocco, Western Sahara, the UN, and U.S. policy. The U.S. and Morocco have had a long and strategic relationship for so very long. Morocco was the first nation to formally recognize the newly formed United States of America in 1777, something older than I am, not too easy to find. We signed a landmark free trade agreement in 2004, establishing the U.S.-Morocco Strategic Dialogue, and we have a series of bilateral agreements to reinforce and strengthen our bond of friendship and our cooperation in areas of shared economic and security interests. What a good ally Morocco is. And it has been longstanding and bipartisan U.S. policy to support a negotiated political solution between the Polisario and Morocco, based on autonomy for the Western Sahara under Moroccan sovereignty. Bipartisan and longstanding. However, in recent months, as all of us know, we have witnessed an alarming shift at the UN with regard to the UN mission in Western Sahara. In March, Secretary General Ban Ki-moon made some outrageous comments misrepresenting Morocco's administration of the Western Sahara. The Secretary General's indiscreet comments call into question the neutrality of the United Nations and its ability to facilitate what we want, a negotiated solution. The timing of this statement was somewhat suspicious, as it came just before the UN Security Council will hear his report on the Western Sahara issue and consider the renewal of the UN mission mandate for another year. That's why it's so vital that the United States reaffirm our position in support of Morocco and work with our ally to draft a clean resolution that will bring this crisis to a close. Morocco has been one of the few bright spots in that area of stability, of reform, of progress in North Africa, and we want to see that continue. It's in our best national security interest to see this continue. We want to work with Morocco to seek solutions that ensure the stability of the region and the prosperity of its people. We're pleased to welcome Nizar BARAKA. Mr. Baraka is a Moroccan politician, economist, and current president of the Economic, Social, and Environmental Council of Morocco. Previously, Mr. Baraka served as Minister of the Economy and Finance from 2012 to 2013, and as Minister Delegate of Economic and General Affairs from 2007 to 2012. What a distinguished panel of witnesses. Thank you. Nizar BARAKA.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. Honorable Congressmen, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you for this opportunity on behalf of the Economic, Social, and Environmental Council of Morocco, which is a constitutional body independent from the government, which represent the organized civil society, the Council embracing NGOs, unions, employers. During the last 15 years, Morocco engaged major reforms that significantly transformed my country. During this fairly short time, Morocco was able to achieve all millennial development goals by reducing within 10 years poverty from 15% to 4%, through a dedicated national initiative for human development, by raising by 50% the average income per capita, by generalizing primary education and reducing the illiteracy from 54% to 32%, by providing access to drinking water to 95% of the rural population and to electricity to 99% of the rural population. On a national level, thanks to the leadership of His Majesty the King, our new constitution, adopted in July 2011, translates Morocco's commitment to promote peace and security, Morocco's commitment to ensure its citizens full access to their fundamental rights, Morocco's commitment to establish a new generation of human rights, promoting access to healthcare and social protection, access to education and university, access to employment, and the right to a healthy environment. and Morocco's commitment to ensure an inclusive and sustainable development, and Morocco's commitment to permanently settle democracy at the national, regional, and local level. The paradigm shift brought by the 2011 Constitution is that the priority now is the promotion of citizenship. The citizen and his rights are now at the center of all public policies. To support this commitment, it was necessary to bring public decision closer to the citizens, and this was made possible through advanced regionalization. The new regionalization in Morocco, which is now operational, consists in a large transfer of authority and budget to directly elected regional councils. These councils are responsible for planning and deploying their own economic, social, and environmental development strategy. These strategies are supported by the government through contractual agreements with the regions, each council electing a president who chairs the execution agency in charge of implementing the regional development plans. The institutional setup of this advanced regionalization was completed last September with the election of the regional council with the participation rate of around 54%. And in November, the elected president of the three regions of the Sahara, Laayoune Saqiya al-Hamra, Dakhla Wad Dahab, and Gelmim Wad Noun, signed with the government during a ceremony chaired by His Majesty the King in Laayoune several contracts representing $7 billion of investment aiming within the next 10 years to double the GDP per inhabitant in this region, to create 120,000 new jobs, dividing the unemployment rate by 2, to improve the climate for investment through the construction of 630 miles, 4 lines expressway connecting Agadir to Dakhla, and the construction of the Dakhla Atlantic port that will reinforce the connectivity and the attractiveness of the region, to develop university and vocational training centers to address the talent needs of the development plans, and to promote the Hassani culture and preserve the environment. Moreover, the natural resources profits will go to a special fund for social and economic development in the Sahara, aiming to improve local population living conditions, especially youth and women. So through their elected representative, the population of the Moroccan Sahara choose to take full and entire responsibility in building a better future for their children without being hostage of the long-lasting UN process. These development plans are the result of broad consultation with the local population and started to be implemented under the leadership of their newly elected representative. The dynamics of this reform will foster the implementation of the autonomy plan proposed by Morocco. Ladies and gentlemen, to conclude my brief, the overwhelming majority of Sahrawi took responsibility for building in their regions, under the Moroccan sovereignty, a future of hope, of dignity, and well-being for the local population. Destabilizing this virtuous process means gambling with their future and with the security of the region, instead of supporting the development of a pole of stability in a region weakened by continuous terrorist threats. Thank you for your attention.